Monomohan. Mr. Chaudhary will not come. He said, that fellow Shoshadhar from Faridpur will be there. I shall not go. Mr. Chaudhary had obtained his master's degree from Calcutta University. He drew a salary of 300 or 400 rupees. After the death of his first wife, he had felt intense dispassion for the world. But after some time, he had married again. He frequently visited the master at the temple garden. Master. How mean of him! He is vain of his scholarship. Besides, he has married a second time. He looks on the world as a mere mud puddle. To the devotees. This attachment to woman and gold makes a man small-minded. When I first saw Hara Mohan, he had many good traits. I longed to see him. He was then 17 or 18 years old. I used to send for him every now and then. But he wouldn't come. He is now living away from the family with his wife. He had been living with his uncle before. That was very good. He had no worldly troubles. Now he has a separate home and does the marketing for his wife daily. The other day, he came to Dakshineshwar. I said to him, "Go away. Leave this place. I don't even feel like touching you." Sri Ramakrishna went to the inner apartments to see the deity. He offered some flowers. The ladies of Balaram's family were pleased to see him. The master came back to the drawing room and said, "The worldly minded practice devotions, japa, and austerity only by fits and starts. But those who know nothing else but God repeat His name with every breath. Some always repeat mentally, Om Ram. Even the followers of the path of knowledge repeat, Soham. I am He. There are others whose tongues are always moving, repeating the name of God. One should remember and think of God constantly. Pandit Shoshadhar entered the room with 1 or 2 friends and saluted the master. Master, smiling, "We are like the bridesmaids, waiting near the bed for the arrival of the groom." The Pandit laughed. The room was filled with devotees. Among them, Dr. Pratap and Balaram's father. The master continued his talk. Master, to Shoshadhar. The first sign of knowledge is a peaceful nature, and the second is absence of egotism. You have both. There are other indications of a Gnani. He shows intense dispassion in the presence of a sadhu. Is a lion when at work. For instance, when he lectures. And is full of wit before his wife. All laugh. But the nature of the Vijnani is quite different, as was the case with Chaitanya Deva. He acts like a child, or a madman, or an inert thing, or a ghoul. When in the mood of a child, he sometimes shows childlike guilelessness. Sometimes the frivolity of adolescence, and sometimes, while instructing others, the strength of a young man.